How worried should we be about climate change?
Yeah, I think we should be really worried about climate change, to be honest. But it's important not to lose hope. But at the same time, we need to really realise the quite severe impacts that are happening already. One of the things that I'm really worried about is coral reefs, because even with the pledges that countries have agreed to under the UN, that won't actually be enough to save most of the world's coral reefs. And 25% of the world's fishes actually rely on coral reefs. So that's a huge chunk of fishes that won't be around because their habitat will be lost. And already in many places we're seeing the coral reefs completely wiped out and bleached. For instance, the Great Barrier Reef, which is really, really sad. And another thing that I'm really, really concerned about in terms of climate change is certain areas of the world might actually become uninhabitable. So parts of South Asia, Middle East, but by the middle part of the century we might find extreme heat waves and people will probably have to move.
There was a report that I read just this week that talked about the death toll that we can expect as a result of the temperatures rising. Just before in the episode previously, our guest was talking about, I think it was 2,300 people, she said, if I remember correctly, died in India because of a heat wave as a result of climate change. And that link between actually those issues are so interconnected of poverty in India, but also climate change, and it exacerbates them. And often the countries that are contributing the least to climate change are the ones who are suffering the most.
Yeah, and it's the same with like the most vulnerable people being affected as well in those countries, like the elderly, the children. They're more impacted by things like heat waves or increases in disease. So it's causing a lot of inequality, or it will cause inequality.